Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and in today's video we're gonna showcase some more legendary Infinity Ultron World Boss Legend, and I'm gonna show you the progress I've done at the moment. I used to be 2 videos before way more noob. Now I feel comfortable clearing him, and I could suggest you the 5 best teams for my account and my cards. It's not like the best. I haven't tried, huge amount of characters, but that's the characters I did easier. And I'm gonna show you the way. I'm having a video with the 5 clears with 5 different teams, and I'm gonna show you the stats I got on my cards and on the characters I used to clear. It was Human Torch with Mr. Fantastic and the Fantastic Four team. I like the theme teams, like Fantastic Four, Eternals. There is plenty of that kind of teams. And you can see here what I'm pulling out with my character, so you can know how I'm clearing stage 9 and what you could expect from your own characters. The other team was Supergiant with Mephisto and the support, but the point is my Supergiant died really soon in the start, so I end up clearing all the clear with doing all the clear with Mephisto. All the characters are really good builded, and I know perhaps you don't have all this artillery, but I want to show you how I did it and how you should try to, at least. And yes, I know stage 9 it's not like crazy stage, but I want to show you that every single CTP is working. As you can see, I had a judgment, basically 2 judgment, 1 raids, 1 mighty judgment. Here on Mephisto he got couple of Odin's blessing, mighty judgment also, and 83. Okay, it's Thena's leadership also. The other character I used to clear is Thena. I used her with CTP of raids. I know perhaps he's better with an energy, but you can see her build is poor, but still I managed to clear stage 9 really easily. It's one of the easiest clear with her. And the last is Captain Britain. Captain Britain and Thena is like the characters I built recently, so I want to use them somehow. That's why I showcase them too. She has only one on this blessing there, and CTP of Judgment. So you can see I'm not using proccing obelisk energies or distraction, because you don't really want to wait to hit, and your proc to be on time. So you want to have something like Rage or Judgment to spam your skills and not letting the bar. Of course, I'm not recording from my office, but that's because the neighbors are asleep this time, and I don't want to bother them. Okay, let's go here and let's see. The video must be this one. Yes. And we're starting with the first team. I'm gonna explain you how I run through the content and why I'm swapping characters, what I'm doing. First clear gonna be Thena leadership with Valkyr and Fox as supports. It's one of the best team. Thena got the most firepower here, cause she got her own leadership and double support. And you can see I'm doing the rotation of ABX, full spam. I'm completely ignoring all the damages. They are not going to kill you, at least the ones that it's not from the stones. And you want basically to push him into the next phase. The next phase is below 20 bar. After 20 bar, if you let him take a breath, he's going you into the purple squares that you have to avoid. But now I over DPS him, I went too crazy on him, and that's why he hasn't go into the next phase yet. Probably in this kind of time he's already, yes, this phase I'm talking about. And you see there he was doing a pattern from the Infinity stones. It was the blue one, if he's using the stones, you know, when he's doing the phase that he's absorbing, you can't really take any damage. But if you are in the first phase, you could take some. There's no, it's not doing a lot of damage. And you can see here Thena, you want to push him into the 8th phase, and into the 8th phase you don't want him to let him take the shield up. You can see what I'm talking about in a while. After a while he's getting immune, but still if you hit him, his bar is not charging, so you want to hit him a bit. Here I swap just to be safe, and most of the times, yes, here I use the 5th skill just to hit him and not having the bar charge. So he's going to do again the purple patterns thing. In the purple patterns thing, the point is to go like the opposite of a square, but sometimes he's going crazy and using different patterns. So for me, just feel the moment, you know. That's why I'm seeing the purple and I'm trying to follow the pattern into my brain. Sometimes I'm getting dead, but that's why you're using the character you don't really care if you lose or not. Here you want to do 3 hits after the optimization mode. Here is the optimization mode, and you can see ID and not a shot. You don't want to use skills, because the skills perhaps it's hard to cancel them. So here I'm doing just circles, and most of the times it's in favor of you, because here I could hit him. Oh, I hit him. Okay, so here is the orange one, the yellow stone, and you want to bring these volcanoes in the edge of the stage. That's why I move them, because they are staying there and they are not moving at all. Here I push him into the next phase, but I F up big time my rotation there. I misprocced and I couldn't push him into the next phase. So I feel like I'm going to take all this from start again and do it one more. You don't want to burst him here, because if you don't, the optimization mode is going up again. You can see the charging bar is loading insanely fast, so you can't really avoid. So that's why here I end up doing it second time, because I lost my rotation. I didn't did any burst there, so he was able to go again through this stage. And yes, you can do that also, you know. If you do that and you lost the support, there is no problem. There is a period of time after you lost your support that he's not on the optimization mode, so you can rush through and do some damage here and go through the stage. Even if you lose one pattern there and you get your character frozen, you have your main DPS in the bench to put him inside and end up the world boss. That's working really easy peasy for me. Of course I got 25% pierce, and perhaps with less pierce you don't really want to miss any of the patterns, but in my level of cards and account, you know, I can afford taking some and lose some supports. It's no big deal. And after, let's go here, I was just did, I think, the timer. Another one, the 150 seconds timer is really easy. I think I did it with this Mr. Fantastic team, with Fantastic 4 team, but I am not 100% sure. Let me see. With Human Torch, you want to DPS a lot with your 4th skill. It's the best DPS skill for this boss, because there is hits coming after. And you know, there is a tornado popping up in the end of the skill, and this tornado is keep hitting him and not letting the bar load at all. If you see there, the bar is not loading at all. You want to have this bar always down, because if you let him and go around, avoid these skills, he's gonna charge it, and the optimization phase starts from now. You know, the optimization phase has to do with the bar loading. If you let him load the bar, you're gonna have these patterns all day long. So you you really want to hit him all the time. You really want to avoid only some attacks like this one. That's the attacks that he's using the stones outside the optimization mode. If he do it outside the optimization mode, there is no problem. There is no way he can kill you with these hits. Perhaps it's letting you with like 30%, but you can make it, you know. Most of the times you can stay alive. And here it's kind of weird that you can hit the air with the auto attack and do, you know, one shadow boxing fight. It's kind of weird, so yes, that's why I'm using it. And let's see him here, my boy Human Torch. And something I'm doing, if you see, when he ends up his fourth skill, I'm doing 2-1 and again the co-op skill, because the co-op skill got the fourth skill on it. So if you want to spam more 4 skills and his bar not load at all, do it with your co-op skill. And you need to use another skill after the 4th skill, because if you do, okay, see here, I took this one and it wasn't on the optimization mode, so doesn't matter. I just took some damage and I heal it up with my 5th skill. So here it's like you want to push him into the 8 bar really fast to start to let him do his stuff, you know, and go you into the purple patterns, because you know that if there is no purple patterns, there is no optimization mode, so the fight can go on. Here you can see he's using the stone, but in the same time he understands that his bars at the 8th, so he need to go into the next phase. And yeah, let's go. I think Think dies here, but I'm not sure. Let's see together. I think, yeah, I did it nice and easy with him. I'm not sure. Yeah, at the moment feels cool. Let's see if I'm gonna F up after. Okay. I'm good at this pattern, guys, believe me. Here I'm just giving him some hits to push him into the optimization thing. And yes, let's have some hits here and let's start running. I'm start running, but perhaps that's not the best case scenario. Perhaps you want to stay close for something like this, you know, the purple one. The orange one is the one that you want to let them into the edge of the stage, so there's no a lot of things to avoid inside the stage. And now it's the last bar. Of course, here, because I auto attack, Human Torch went as a striker and I couldn't swap on him, so I lost a lot of damage here also, like I did with Thena before. And perhaps I'm having the optimization mode all again, but I'm not 100%, I can't really remember, but yes, feels like I'm going to have that. Oh no, I pushed some damage there. Nice. You want to do that, guys. You want to push there. Here I think I did the timing, the 150 seconds, but I'm not 100% sure. And yes, that's the second team. That's really easy peasy. Human Torch really spreads this content. And the next one must be no, it's not Psylocke. I think it's Mephisteron, yes, the run that I used Mephisto as a main DPS. Yes, 150 seconds with Human Torch there. And I'm pushing for 100 seconds. I haven't done it yet because there is some timing. You have to use your skills to skip phases, and I'm I'm almost finding it, but you know, I'm not really on it. I'm gonna let you know when I'm gonna do the 100 challenge. I think you should, it's something like you want to push the damage in specific timing of the bars, so you could use better two DPS and swap from one awaken skill to another. But you know, that's nothing so new. I guess you have heard about that. Here it's how I was doing with Super Giant. I was doing really hard. I was having really hard time with her. I couldn't proc properly. I couldn't use my awaken skill, and in the end she ended up dying really fast. I think she didn't even made it to the next phase or something. I can't really remember, but I remember here dying sadly. It was like something I was doing, I was trying to proc, and I took 2 hits in a row, like here, I think. Yes. And yes, I was thinking, I'm not sure what, but I turned up, ending up the stage with Mephisto. And when you're losing characters, you're getting better. You have your more ads. Your brain is like, okay, I don't want to restart that. I don't want to restart that. Let's play proper. That's what happened here with Mephisto, I think. After that, I didn't get any hit from any pattern, and I end up killing the content until the end. His tier 3 is doing a really nice job, because even if the boss moves a bit, he's keep hitting him, and even if the boss go out of sign, you can hit him. But there is ignore targeting on his 6 kills, so that's why. And here, yes, the good part is to follow the rules, but you could do what I'm doing in the previous rounds. Here I went really fast into the 8th bar, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna use Proxima. Goes Proxima, got here first skill, here auto attack. Look at this auto attack, guys. She's doing from far away, and there is a lot of spears going into the enemy. So Proxima's auto attack is really dope. Here I'm losing here. Oh no, I didn't. I thought I could use here. And here is the part that taking so much time. That's the part you want to skip somehow. I'm working on it. There is a time that after the 8th bar that you're waiting him to go into the purple thing phase here from another dimension stuff. And there is a lot of time waiting and waiting and waiting. Here I was close to die, but I didn't. And yes, let's see how this is gonna go. And yes, here I start hitting him, but he wasn't really on the optimization phase. So yes, I said, okay, let's wait, bro. And yes, let's drop some hits there. And yes, so that's the one. You want to stand there and some hits. Running with the red, you want to run wherever you want. There is not big deal where you're gonna run. It's not like the orange that the eruption, that the volcano stays there. In the blue one, I'm doing circles. And most of the times it's working. But yes, it's not like super safe, but for me it's working, so you could make it work also. Circles, guys. I'm seeing circles. I'm seeing the circles and moving my character there. There is a joke in Greece that there were a guy went to a techno party and he was saying, I was seeing circles all the time. Stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about, but I bet you don't know what I'm talking about. Most of you here, yeah, it was the time that I told you that you could have another optimization phase if you fail DPS him from 8 to 0. That's the deal here. I had my Mephisto out of tier 3 there, so I wasn't able to instant push him into the next phase. So you want to save your tier 3s, your awakened skills for this phase. Don't use your tier 3 or your awakened skill before when his 8 bar is closed, even if he's at 9 bar, because if you don't have the damage, you could go through the second optimization phase. You don't want that because you're risking a lot and you're losing time. If you're going for the timer, you want to have only one optimization phase from the 8 bar and below, and you won't rush through all the content without optimization phase, only the end. And that's how you're supposed to do the 100-second deal also challenge. I'm working on it. This girl here you're gonna see, it's the best for it, and I'm really close to do. But most of the times I'm really crappy with my rotations. I'm forgetting my awaken skill, using it before the 8th bar, and after there is no fast DPS to go through, or I'm doing mistakes and mistakes and mistakes. But you can see Makkari can do with one rotation like 6 to 7 bars. Of course, it's 25% pierce. Yep. He got a raid. Not everyone can have a raid, but I'm talking about how you could do that. Let's go. Let's go here, here rotations without the awaken doesn't seem so good, but it's like they're not so good. See, mostly stretch the content with here awaken. Even on ABX, when you're DPSing with her and you pop up the awaken skill, the things are melting after she pop up the awaken skill. Before the awaken skill, there's hundreds of thousands of diamonds, but after, here is the letters stacked into the screen. I had to swap character to fix that. Something really annoying. When you're pressing a skill, and you're holding, it's like you're pressing it all the time, but you're not pressing it at all. And let's see here. Yes, I was like waiting for something. Okay, here I missed my 5th skill. It was kind of off the proc, but yes, I managed to land it after. Let's see here, no proc, but the proc came with the 5th skill, but my 3rd skill was off already. Here I managed to take a skill into my face, but it was like, I was trying to do the timing, or I was thinking that perhaps there is time, but at the same time it's less than 20 seconds left there for what the 100 challenge, but I wasn't thinking clearly, as you can see. And yes, let's see another here, in between. Perhaps he going to optimization phase. If you don't hit him, you can see here I'm dodging. I'm trying to hit him and I'm dodging. That's why you need ignore dodge, perhaps. But generally he's dodging. But this auto attack dodging, it's crucial. Think about staying into the optimization mode more, because you're missing the auto shots. That something happened below in the video, but it's something I'm not proud of. I used the teams with 40% ignore dodge. Mainly you want 60% from your strikers or a leadership or something, but even without that huge pierce, I'm managing to do it. Here I did some chip shots. I tried to see here auto attack. Here auto attack is not that good. There's a lot of hits on a simple auto attack. Look at this. See, strong lasers. What is this? You don't want that. Here I think I die. Yeah. And look at this. If you die, it ends up being faster. So perhaps you want to die in the first optimization mode in favor of the fast timing of clearing the stage. Look at this. Now he's taking full damage. For some seconds before he's going through the optimization mode, he's taking full damage. If I had another awakened character here with great DPS and swapped into him really fast, I could end up this content really faster. That's why I didn't die on purpose, but I said, you know what, why not dying into optimization mode? If you want to do fast, dying is faster than going through all these patterns. Here I didn't die on purpose. I know what I need to do to stay alive, but I see the opportunity there, go through all the 8th bar really fast, and after you go to the 8th bar, let on purpose the game, enable the optimization, sacrifice a striker, a support, and get your 2 main awakened characters do all the dirty job and use their awakened rotation one by one. The awakened rotation mostly like 5 seconds, so you could go full on Makkari's rotation and swap into, let's say, another one, Human Torch or something. So if you use a leadership like Cyclops, who is going double deep and giving support and leadership, and you have an insight on him, and use a character, you know, who is taking advantage of this, like Captain Britain, Psylocke, and let's say Human Torch or someone else, Supergiant. Supergiant is bad, but you know what I mean. You could have the results for 100 seconds. That's something I need to test more for sure. But yeah, now you know I'm having brainstorm seeing the videos I recorded, and I'm thinking out loud, you know. That's why I'm going through that. And here is with Mr. Betsy, Psylocke, Captain Britain, and she is really good for this content. She's doing huge amount of hits with her 5th skill. If you do 1/5 skill, here I F up my rotation, I missed everything. I did only 2 bars with her rotation, and you should do like 7. So yes, but I was like, okay, let's see the run, let's see how it's gonna flow, and you're gonna see how it's gonna flow. But she is really killer, she is really cool, and for sure you can clear him with her. She's really smooth on playing, and the movement, the jumping around she's doing is really helpful for him, because you're avoiding a lot of stuff. And here is the red thing. That's one of the things you want to avoid 100%, because even if it's not in the you know, when he's using the stones, even if it's not like that, this thing can kill you. The nails comes into your head and kill you really easy. There's no way you stay alive there. I think my hair is shorter here. Okay, weird. Okay, let's go into, yeah, I'm really bad with Betsy sometimes. I know, guys. Look at this. And she's kind of slow. I mean, the newest characters used to be really fast, like Makkari, Spider-Man, they're really fast. But she is kind of slow. But you can manage to avoid all this stuff, of course. Of course, we're going again into the purple pattern. You have noticed that I'm not dying that much into this purple thing. I'm avoiding pretty much everything. Every single time I died like once with Cersei, I think, or I'm not sure. And here I was like messing around, not swapping into the character you want to have. You want to swap after the purple phase, you want to swap into your DPS really fast, guys. Don't play around like I did there. And here you want to push into the 8th, and after swap into your supports. Here I tried to push it, but these red things, it's devil stuff. Here I hit him. You see there, I went through and give him a not attack, because if you let him optimize on the go into the optimization phase before the 8th bar, you could have another optimization phase, you know. Here I understand that there is no way I'm doing more damage, and I swapped into wave. And look at this, guys. I dodged like 10 attacks. I dodged 10 auto attacks with my wave. Wave has no ignore dodge, as it seems herself, and the 40% from my striker. Look at this, guys. I did like 2 dodge and 2 ignore dodge to hit him. That's insane. Wave is so bad at that. Her knives is like blind wide knives. I'm not sure. They're broken. And oh, I thought I sacrificed here there. Look at these dots going around. Come on, bro. Give me a break. And yes, here is the things you want to sprint through all the stages. And I want to give him one hit here, but I couldn't, guys. I couldn't. I'm not sure why, but I couldn't. Doesn't seem like he he took any damage, and I was hitting him and he wasn't take any damage, guys. It was pretty unfair. I know I'm bad, but no, he killed me there, and I swapped into Betsy, and I think Betsy went through his yes, that's here is the thing I was saying you that you don't want to happens to me. I had an optimization phase, after a purple phase, and after again an optimization phase. So that's something you want to avoid generally. But yes, I managed to do myself two times optimization phase with Betsy. That's not fair for her. She has a lot of damage, and here is the first time I took the purple thing into my face and killed me. Yeah, it's the second, and that's how you're going crazy and you're overthinking, and you manage to do it perfectly. That's the timer. That's the timing. Like I did with Mephisto. I went crazy with Betsy, and yes, I managed to clear it at the end with sacrificing both of my supports. And here is where I'm pushing him. No, he did that also. Yes, I missed it. And yes, you want to turn at the last second every single time to avoid that. And yes, I managed to do it myself, and I push him into the next phase. I feel like I one-shot that, but I'm not sure also. Okay, seems bad. No, I didn't. I did another optimization phase. I don't feel like. But look at this, the timer is 1 minute and 20 seconds left. That's a lot. That's a lot for my characters, you may. I mean, yes, I managed myself to get another optimization phase, guys. That's the worst stage I cleared with Betsy, and she doesn't deserve that at all, guys. Here I couldn't circle. I wanted to be sure. You circle with the supports you have for sacrificing. Here I had this, I risk it. I said, okay, if I'm gonna die with my sword in this guy on. But I managed to hit him once. Oh no, that went so bad, guys. This run went so bad. But you know what, even if you do all these mistakes, you can be able to do it at the end. 48 seconds left, of course, but still, Betsy pull it out. That's from me, guys. I wanted to I wanted to show you how I progressed through this content and what characters I used and how you do it. Also, don't say that, okay, I lost a character, I can't do it more. Don't give up. Stay there until the end and you're gonna be able to clear it. That's for me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment if